Hello. Welcome back to a Pup in the Life and happy Tuesday. We've been just jogging around our very own scent detection training these days, and we're locking in performance after performance. In today's episode, just a quick rundown of the longest weeks of the year up to date, where basically nobody in our country was working, and therefore was quite stressing for anyone who wanted to do a bit of business and wanted to build something for themselves, while that included selling to somebody. That was not basically holidays or free time. There are many things that we can draw from this period. Some of them are just, it's too soon to say. Some of them are actually interesting if we think about how it all can be boiled down to being good at what we do, no matter what we do, and doing it in the right way. There is a saying in Italy that talks about the lavoro ben fatto, which means the job well done, the work well performed. And that is a concept that really goes beyond anything that relates specifics of the job, and it touches ethics, but it also touches how we value ourselves, both in the job market, in the company we're working at, whether it's ours or in the project we're working, and it relates, yes, to our sense of self and the meaning that we give to this meaningless thing called life, which is not in the work only, as we already said, but it's a big part of the thing that we do. And our business is not doing what we are passionate of, because everybody would need to be passionate about their job, and to be honest, I don't really think that's a fair word to be describing. But what we can say is that probably what we're looking at is being good at what we do. And so our passion stems out and separates itself from the actual thing that we're doing onto the way we are doing it. There is always also like a bigger reason why. Like you might have fun because you create vases, and your passion is creating vases, and so therefore your job well done and your final objective in what you do and is the outcome that you want to get is, I'm feeling good in the process of doing them. But it's not obvious for everyone who creates vases and for everyone who does anything else. For some people it might just be the money. It's a driver, it's an incentive. For some people it's the status, it's putting on LinkedIn that you are a consultant somewhere at some fancy firm, or anything else really. And so the idea that you should be passionate at that, and that stems out from the common narrative, is that everyone is passionate about what they do, or if you're passionate, you're gonna work a day in the life. Like it's probably just, I wouldn't say stupid, but it's not accurate. Because what you need to be passionate about is mainly doing like the job well done. It's also a great book by Vincenzo Moretti, but it's in Italian, and Mom interviewed him a couple of times. And he traveled the Italian peninsula, basically interviewing people of what's the concept for them of the job well done. And so you wake up and you're feeling good with yourself. You know that you're doing the best you can for some objectives that you have. And to be honest, the job well done is also entails that this outcome is good for other people as well, because there's no market without relationships. So the thing is, just think about it on the other way around. Like, if you're not doing the best you can in the job you're at, in the thing that you're doing, right? It might not be because you're not passionate about what you do. Like, it might be. But you also, even if you're not passionate about it, you can just do your best. And then trying to see how you can improve, how you can do something different, how you can grow in that company, how you can, change your life at some point by just going solo or whatever. So the thing is really probably the relationship with how you go about. And at some point, you just wake up in the morning and ask yourself, like, the first question, the first thought that comes to mind, besides the real thing that matters. So family, affection, health, especially, the health of your loved ones, and, whatever you have in mind at that moment that is more important than work, is asking yourself, why? Why? Why are you doing it? And what's the incentive that is moving you? Especially if you're not doing enough, and because I'm sure you know. Vergola, andiamo. So today's episode is just an ode to the job well done, the work well done, and that frankly, probably you already know. And to avoid for you to seeing sold the idea of, oh my God, you must really like what you do. Do you know how many people are amazingly good at something they hate? Think Andre Agassi. Guy hated tennis, but he was a pro. And he put in the work and he was good. So he's doing the work well done, the job well done, because he knows that it's gonna pay off for whatever incentive the guy has anyways, whether it's cups, whether it's money, whatever. So if you need to wake up and ask yourself, am I doing the best I can in what I'm doing? Is the thing that I'm putting my head and heart on the thing that I'm doing now? Or might it be something else? Ask yourself why. And this is also to say that, yes, as a founder, technically speaking, you should have industry expertise, because that's what they say. You have industry expertise, you know the pain, therefore you're more equipped to solve it. Yes, comma, if you are just a 20-something that has just studied at university, what are your pain problems? What are your problems? What are your pains? Your friends, going out, mating, that's it. It's kind of hard to say those are the hardest problems to be solved, right? So there might just be loads of other opportunities that you're not thinking about and that you don't know of, simply because you haven't searched yet, and because you tend to say, oh my God, I need to be passionate about it. But how about your model for a social network of passionates for cinema is actually better if it's for devs, for example, and then you have a dev version of LinkedIn, for example. So yeah, this is just an example, but to say that probably there's more to it that you don't know yet. You can't simply go out and look for it and just do it well. Do it well while you figure it out. And stop bitching around passions. It's true, someone has their, work as a passion, but as the saying goes, nobody is born and wants to be the dragon, the best one, the champion in SAS. Nobody. Okay. For now, saying you bye-bye, sending you kisses, hugs, and a bit of bugs. Bye.